They're set at the 1740. Green for go in the second and they're off. And gee, hard to find an early leader with Legends last, funnily enough. Always Caitlin and the Maniac all in the firing line. And the J-Dug was pushing through in the early stages, followed by Love at First Bite, who's caught wide. Acheron sneaks up on the inside, and they were followed by DK's Major. About 10 metres away then to Wellback Rocky Path, and My Mate Bazza brings up the rear. They go hard up front, where it's Legends last on the inside of, funnily enough, tucking in behind them third was the Maniac, and they were being followed into a lovely spot by the J-Dug. Next of all, back on the inside as they worked their way down the home stretch, then was Acheron, 3 markers. The outside of it was DK's Major, and they were followed then by Rocky Path, Wellback Love at First Bite, and the last pair were My Mate Bazza and Always Caitlin, who couldn't get in and had to go back to the tail of the field. Well, they haven't really come up for air up front. They're really rolling along, and it's Legends last on the inside, and funnily enough, and they're going together. The Maniac in the box seat third, and 1 out, 1 back, the J-Dug. 3 markers fifth is Acheron, and they were followed then by DK's Major. Well back in the race now are Rocky Path on the inside of Love at First Bite. Last pair are My Mate Bazza and Always Caitlin as they work their way down the back straight now. And still these two going at it stride for stride. There's no respite. On the inside it's Legends last, on the outside, funnily enough, they cast the 600 metre mark astern. In third spot, waiting on the run there is the Maniac, and then came the J-Dug. Love at First Bite, let's go around the outside. In the middle, DK's Major. Acheron in desperate need of racing room as they work towards the home turn. 400 left to go, and the leader narrowly as Legends last quickly beats off, funnily enough, the Maniac. Marks time on the inside, needs an out. The J-Dug was further out, and Acheron just needs a bit of room as they flatten in. Where Legends last is first to see the judge. Setting out after it now is the Maniac. Acheron comes through on the inside. The Maniac out after Legends last. They're clear then of Acheron getting up on the inside, but Legends last is packing plenty of power, and Legends last will go home and beat the Maniac. Acheron, the J-Dug. They were followed behind them by, funnily enough, who stuck on with My Mate Bazza. Then Rocky Path, Love at First Bite. Well back to finish was DK's Major, and Always Caitlin was always